In this video, I will be building a giant paradise for my axolotl Lucy.
I'm even going to surprise everyone by bringing in the guys to build Shaq and Logan Paul's ponds. This is going to be the biggest and most expensive video yet, and you're not going to want to miss it. If you watch my channel, you've probably seen Lucy before. She is my oldest axolotl, and I've had her since she was a tiny little baby. And I think it's time we make her very own paradise. The only problem is we're going to need a giant tank for this to work. It needs to be 6 feet long. That's taller than me. This is going to be extremely challenging. The team only has 2 days to help us out, so we need to get moving. Before we start, let's go buy the tank.
Okay, this was a huge waste of time. These are all too tiny.
None of these are going to be large enough for Lucy.
This one's pretty big, but we need a tank that's 6 feet long.
How am I supposed to have everything ready in a few days when I don't even have the tank yet? Wait a minute. What if my friends over at the acrylic shop could custom build something for us?
We're so lucky. They said they could rush order it. Let's go pick it up.
I really hope we don't need to rent a U-Haul to move this thing. We just don't have the time for that. This is going to be a tight squeeze.
It almost didn't fit in the car. We almost needed to get a truck.
I feel like we've already been working on this for days, and all we have is this plastic box.
This tank is so big, I can lie down flat inside of it.
This tank needs to support over 2,000 pounds. That's more than a polar bear. What could possibly go wrong?
We're at Home Depot. Let's go get some wood.
Let's grab these pieces of plywood and get them cut to size.
Wood is super expensive right now. Just this wood is $300.
A huge shout out to our friends over at Home Depot for helping us get this cut. I'm really nervous. The tank alone is going to weigh 500 pounds when it's full of water, and that doesn't even include the stuff inside of it. We're going to use hundreds of nails to keep it together. And this is what it looks like to work 4 hours without stopping. I also put on these cool sliding doors.
Okay, it's finally done. That took hours.
While we were building the stand, the team arrived. Let's quickly get the tank set up and unwrap it.
Hey, Aquarium Info. Let's do something awesome for your axolotls.
Ed and his team are unloading some super heavy rocks, and this wood alone is over 200 pounds.
This wood is massive. I don't even know if it's gonna fit through the door.
I did not expect everything to be so heavy. We're going to need a lot of wood to reinforce this structure. We can't take any risks with this much stuff going into the tank. It looks much stronger, and we can finally start building it out.
We've already been working for hours and there's still so much to do.
We have a problem.
This piece of wood is massive. We have no idea how we're gonna fit this in the tank.
It's a super expensive piece, and I just don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna have to cut the wood into even smaller pieces. I've never used a saw like this before, and I'm a little nervous. One wrong move and I'll be toast. Now that we have that sorted, it's time to get going. Let's add in the stones and wood and see how it looks.
We're about to put the heaviest rock in. It's over 200 pounds.
Wow, it's really coming along.
Day 1 is complete and we covered a lot of ground, but there's still so much work to do.
Today is all about completing the look. Wow, the tank is really coming to life with these plants. Okay, we have a small problem. I'm not sure how I'm going to water the plant wall.
Thankfully, Ed brought everything we need to make this happen.
The piping will allow us to make some super cool waterfalls. Lucy is going to be living in a lush jungle. I just hope that we can get the water to flow smoothly. I'm going to speed up the rest of the build process.
Speaking of building, if you subscribe to this channel right now, you'll have a chance to win your own Wet Pets Aquarium kit. It comes with everything you need to build your own tank at home, so subscribe right now.
Last week, Harley from Oklahoma won. Congratulations, Harley. It's finally time to fill up the tank. Let's see if it can hold all 2,000 pounds.
We're just about to turn on the water. I'm so nervous.
This is the moment of truth. Will Lucy's tank have heaps of beautiful waterfalls, or will it just look like Shrek's swamp? Wow, it looks amazing. It literally feels like we're in the jungle. Oh no, I think I spoke too soon. There are a few places that water is dripping.
Okay, this is not a good sign. We have another small dribble happening right here.
Over the next couple of hours, we patched up the leaks. This is harder than it looks when you have lots of waterfalls, but it was worth it. Lucy's forever home is finally complete, and Ed and the team are heading home. There's only a few more things left to do before we add Lucy. First, we need to add these lights above the tank to help the plants grow.
Let's get the lights ready and hang them up.
Oh great, the ceiling is so tall.
These ceilings are 20 feet tall. This is gonna be almost impossible.
Thankfully, I have a ladder here in the studio and I can just reach the ceiling to get these in. Let's make sure they're spaced out so we can reach all of our plants.
Last but not least, let's change the water.
This will help clear up any debris before we cycle the tank for Lucy. It's been a few weeks and this setup looks insane. It's so big! I wish you could experience it in person. The sound of the waterfalls are so relaxing and it truly feels like the jungle is in the studio. Lucy is ready for her forever home. I can't wait to see what she thinks. We just built the biggest tank on this channel. Make sure you subscribe and I'll see you here next week.